Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I just want to be the first, probably not the first, but one of the people to tell you a happy Halloween. That's right, the day of the spook is upon us, and I hope you're all having a great time with it. Me personally, I'm having a blast. Unfortunately, my buddy has to work a super long shift today because his job seems to have done a horrible job of actually making sure that the place he works was properly staffed. So unfortunately, that means that he has to pull basically an all-day shift, and I feel terrible for him. But there's nothing I can do about that, so we are just going to have to move on with our business, and today's business is a nice spooky-themed run. Or in fact, let's just go ahead and say it, this run is going to be all about Necromancers, as the run today is about a Necromancer named Lyka, which is actually a character that I had already designed. That's right, it's not all about creating absolutely new characters for this sort of thing. Sometimes the character is already there. You just have to make use of it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find as many spells as I can that have to do with the powers of life and death. You know, bringing life to inanimate objects, the cold touch of death, and things concerning that nature. And I think we'll start with Ice Spear. And what spells seem to concern life and death the most in here? So a lot of it is elemental magic, so it's really hard to put things together, but this seems like the best thing I can do. As far as our starting relic, why don't we... Let's see, the crown is a good option. I'm not against it in any way, I'm just wondering if maybe there's something better I can do. So I'm gonna look. I mean, to be fair, it's not great, but I mean, it's very spooky season themed. But we could also take this as, you know, magic of life and death could also be about preserving life. It's not all about destroying it. And that is something that I think a lot of people who look at the Necromancer class and the general idea of it tend to miss, is that necromancy is magic that's about manipulating the forces of life and death. And I don't know how well this translates to other versions of D&D, but that does mean that... Alright, and we're gonna actually start... Oh, you know what I almost forgot? Alright, and today we do classic soundtrack. But I know that the Cure Wounds spells in 2nd edition had a subset where they counted as necromantic magic. Now, I don't know if that's still a thing in the later editions, but I do know that it's a thing in the edition that I know the best. So there we go. And we've now got the magic of the phantoms and the colds to help us out. And of course, the very first room I run into is just chock full of ice archers, so just everything going wrong. Now, of course, the place where many of us are probably going to know Necromancers from the best is probably not the best way to look at Necromancers, but it is actually from the Diablo series, where the Necromancer is one of the primary playable classes in just about all the Diablo games. And I bring that up because a lot of the spells that you're going to be used to from the Necromancer class are spells from that game. Things like, Bone Spear, Teeth, and Poison Nova. And yeah, I can get next to the bone spells, even though not every Necromancer is going to automatically have spells relating to bone. But I get it. It's sort of a shortcut, like a shorthand to remind us that Necromancers are using the magic of life and death. It's right in the name, Necromancer. Alright, this is not going super well. But to be fair, I did expect some difficulty going into this, as these spells don't necessarily go together. So I expected that things were going to be difficult for this run. That having been said, we will do what we can to have as much fun as possible with this build. And of course I chose the Venture Robe, mostly because of the color. But that does mean that we are in for kind of a rough ride. So, one of the other things that just kind of always gets used as a shorthand for Necromancer is because they use death magic, it's just assumed that they're automatically evil. And I think that's a really bad way to look at it. Like, there is nothing that says that a Necromancer has to automatically be an evil character. What it is that their methods are questionable. But that doesn't mean that they have to automatically be associated with the worst of, humanity in general. Exploding Fireball. I don't know if I actually want that. But there's nothing saying that a Necromancer can't use it. They're not exactly barred from using the usual elemental and evocation magic. It's just we always associate Necromancers with bone and poison because of the Diablo series. So if we try to look away from that, we can probably come up with something a little bit more interesting and creative. But at the end of the day, it is still a Necromancer. Necromancers are still using the magic of life and death. Go away. Die already, Jesus. Okay, you guys are pissing me off. God, I hate ice archers. Boy, isn't that funny? All the rooms that I'm having trouble with have ice archers in them in abundance. Who would have guessed? So I've talked a lot about how Necromancers work in... Okay, I'm gonna take this and hope that it doesn't bite me in the ass. But there's a good chance that it will, let's be fair. Okay, I'm trying to find more battle rooms. But we are definitely hoping to find the Magician's outfit sooner rather than later, so we don't have to put up with this forever. And what the hell, we'll take that. Alright, onwards. Now, Freya is all about the cold magic as well, but it's not about the cold chill of death. It's just literally water and ice. Alright, not bad. Inferno Beam, no thanks. Actually, it's a freebie, might as well. Alright, so obviously what we're looking for next... none of these are bad. Okay, never mind. That and that are all bad. I guess what I'm saying is I like both the Stalwart Defenders and the Splodin Fireball. I will take the Splodin Fireball upgrade. And it looks like we'll do our best work by teleporting. Now, I had mentioned that I had already created a Necromancer character. And this was a while ago, so I haven't actually used this character very much recently. But I created a Necromancer that is also a fairy. And yes, it is very much like me to do something like that. Thanks, up button. That's exactly what I wanted. God damn it. Sensitive control pad is screwing me up again. Oh, gee, thanks. Why are you guys not dying? Like, seriously, I don't need you getting in my way. Just cut it out. What do we got over here? I think we take the bag, mostly because I don't want to have to deal with the increased prices, and we are still looking for upgrades. And of course we haven't found Anders, because why would we? Alright, so now that I can, think again, let's go ahead and tell you more about the creation process that went into Lyka the Necromancer Fairy. She is the way she is, and was inspired heavily by Diablo. Considering what I just said about that, that probably seems a little strange, but hear me out. This was during a time where I was really into creating characters that were modeled after fairy tale creatures. So she was supposed to be the Tooth Fairy. Now, I still like the character because she's interesting, and of course she's a fairy. I just wanted to offer some explanation as to what the thought process was when I originally designed her. I don't know if that's going to be useful or not. I'll assume not. But her whole thing is that as she collected teeth, she went like her own magic actually got stronger. And the reason why she wanted to do that is, well, there were multiple like origin stories for the character, and I'm not 100% sure which one I necessarily wanted to go with. Alright, I am just getting destroyed here. Okay, we finally have the Ice Spear upgrade. And I know we're going to be running into Nox, so we'll just take that. Alright, I'm definitely feeling a little bit of panic now. Yeah, I'm not sure which of those I want to take. That might have been a bit of a waste. There's nothing else here I want. Yeah, I'll just have to grab that and deal with the increased prices, because right now the glass cannon seems like a bad move. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling some pressure here. Kinda wondering if it might not have been a better idea to pick up the Stalwart Defenders just to be able to throw my enemies off. But, oh well, it's too late to worry about that now. No thanks. That's not gonna help me at all. God damn it, controller. I do not want that. And so we move on. I'm imagining that the Wind Knights and Wind Archers are just going to make this a hellish idea. Jeez. Started at full health and look where I'm at now. You know what else I would like? I would like to finally get this upgrade to Aqua Arc. I'm getting a little bit tired of this. Okay, well, I saw the shop. I'm pretty sure in order to go east, I need to go south. Come on, keep going. We can do it. Alright, what do we got? Alright, we're gonna take that. There's no way we don't adopt the fairy. And I'll grab that too. Oh, pardon me. Alright, anything over here I want? Yes and no. This is a bad idea, but let's go for it. Why does it feel like the enemies have way too much health? Oh, hey, finally. Alright. We're doing okay. Not great. We took way too much damage there, but blame that on Double Trouble. God damn, 44 damage from a single fireball. Okay, we're still alive. Oh jeez, it's one of these rooms. I would like to avoid this if at all possible. And yet I still went into that room anyway, knowing full well what was likely to happen, and I was right. So why did I do it? Clout mostly. Because I am a sucker for punishment. That is why. Hold off on that. Hey, have I mentioned that I hate those nitroglycerin barrels? Like, I don't know if I've brought that up recently. It might not. I might never have said it before, but just in case I never have, let's just be clear. I hate those nitroglycerin barrels. I had a setup there until the game said, no, you have to get blown up now. Why are you still alive? Go away. I feel like taking the silver spinning top would be a mistake. So here's to making bad decisions. But at least I can actually use my basic now. Alright. I see all sorts of things I don't need. This would be nice to have, but I'm not sure what I would give up to pick it up, so screw it. We'll just move on. Alright, we're gonna have to play this one real careful. And there we go. I guess I should say we have to play this one carefully enough. Beautiful. Alright. Alright, so let's take a few tries and see if we can't get... I didn't think so. But, you know, it was worth an attempt. At least with this build, the Magician's Wand makes sense. And there we go. Nice quick fight. Oh, and to answer your question about, well, what exactly is Lyka's backstory then? At one point it was a simple revenge plot about wanting to avenge the deaths of her fairy clan. At this point, I've been thinking about it long enough that I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm not really 100% sure what her motivation is at this point. Like, I might just have to reboot the character after taking some time to think about it, but... just like with Undead, if you guys have any ideas, by all means let me know. Although in this case, it's not about other forms that I could use to really play around with the game and the shape-changing ability. This time it's more so, I'm not sure which direction to take this character, and I'm interested in what you guys have to say. So, let me know what you think. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this run, and I hope you're enjoying Halloween. I know it's not something that's celebrated the world over, but I think enough people know about it and understand it that that's, you know, good enough. It is what it is, and I'm happy enough with that. So, you guys have a happy Halloween. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you may happen to be, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and once again, happy Halloween!